Hi guys! Welcome back to Money Mindset, the channel that gives you valuable content on how to make your money work instead of having to work for money. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out on the upcoming videos and grow your own money mindset. In today's video, I will give you valuable knowledge on escaping the rat race. Many people study half their life to earn a degree in order to land a high-paying job and then think their struggles have ended. Sad to say that for many, the battle at that point has only just begun. The term rat race first came into everyday use back in 1930 to describe any exhausting and mostly competitive activity or routine, especially under pressure, urban life spent trying to get ahead with little time to rest, meditation, etc. In principle, the rat race applies to anyone who felt stuck in a financial crisis and frustrated without time for their own needs and hobbies. This phenomenon mainly affects professionals working in cities, whether industrial or office. The rat race is based on the primary human mindset of making more money to maintain an increasingly extravagant lifestyle. Most people end up feeling attracted to this race, whether voluntarily or not. For many of them, the battle has just begun. Human nature always seems to lead us to want better things. The more money a person makes, the more he feels legitimate to spend. If you are driving a hatchback right now, sooner or later you will feel that you deserve a better, maybe even a luxury car. People get stuck in well-paid jobs that leave them no time for themselves. Loans, high monthly loan repayments, and personal commitments kill the living force within a person, and soon one enters another conflict existential crisis. People who get stuck in a rat race too often feel they can solve every problem in life. They forget that the real value of money has nothing to do with its number and amounts, but with how it contributes to their well-being. Money can have an unimaginable emotional, mental, and physical toll on a person's mind, body, and soul. Anyone who is stressed by race can always opt for a slightly less stressful job at the likely cost of lower pay. If you go in that direction, you can expect to earn a few $1,000s less, which means you probably won't be able to afford to upgrade your car or remodel your home upholstery every year. It's no surprise that you want to escape the rat race. From disappointing paychecks to toxic work environments, no one wants to sacrifice their life climbing a ladder they can try to have. Besides, you're just not a mouse. You are a smart person who can do anything you put your mind to. For over 30 years of your life, you have not belonged to a corporate race and are working for a somewhat underpaid wage. No need to worry about paying the bills. Take time to enjoy life and not be afraid of Mondays. Let's say Amen? Amine. So let's help you figure out how to survive the rat race. To get out of the rat race, you need to understand the root cause of this problem. The main problem lies in the possibility that many or even most of your friends, neighbors, and coworkers may consider you an accomplished person only if your material possessions reflect luxury and luxury. Gotta get Jake that newest iPhone. Such thoughts push you to achieve more, but as a result, you've spent unbelievable hours at a job you probably hate to the core. Has anyone found this satisfactory? Or not? For most of your life, you've heard people talk about the importance of saving more, but no one has taught you how actually to do it. No one tells you that saving more means spending less. Why try to save money if you can't control your spending? Expense control should be at the core of your monthly budget and finances. About 99% of the world's population is poor or middle class, and that means a large part of the world wants to get out of the rat race they're stuck in. Imagine you get paid every 2 weeks, but you never have enough money to cover all your expenses. Your mortgage or rent makes up more than a third of your salary, plus groceries, plus utilities, plus property taxes. And you have then thrown into life several ways: weddings, birthday parties, funerals, and job loss. Plus, you have to pay the tax officer. And so, most of your paycheck doesn't even go into your pocket because it's deducted immediately. Phew, this list is letting me down, and it can make you lose interest. The first way to get out of the rat race is simply to follow the most frequented route. To be successful, you merely have to work until you die or until your employer or government, the program, provides you with a standard of living that allows you to live without having to work overtime. In the US, this may work until you qualify for Social Security, or work until you become disabled and qualify for assistance due to an inability to work. Pensions could also affect a portion of the workforce. The government and some other large organizations still offer retirement plans, although their availability has plummeted in recent decades. Now, I don't want just to belittle and dismiss the status strategy. It's a viable strategy for anyone lucky enough to become a country citizen that provides a social safety net for the disabled and elderly. Even for those of us who are pursuing the strategies that follow in this article, the status quo strategy can be an appropriate strategy to bounce back in different stages of our lives. Example, parents of kids who went to college. Consider two parents who reached a level of financial and professional success in their 40s that helped them finally pay off the student loans they used to have, paid during your 20s and 30s. After their final loan payment, they resist the temptation to simply increase their standard of living by the amount of their last loan payment and instead increase their savings rate in line with the portfolio income strategy investment. However, once their children reach college age, our typical parents then choose to return to the status quo strategy for a decade, spending their desired savings to put each child in their school. After their youngest child graduated, they adopted a high savings rate again, pursued a portfolio income strategy with renewed vigor, and still managed to retire in their late 50s. For this example, parents are considering the option to return to the status quo for that period, knowing that it will mean their children will begin their professional lives without taking on student loan debt. That may mean more to them than retiring earlier. In addition, because their Social Security benefits are based on an average of their highest paid years of work, and because they are closer to receiving Social Security benefits, they may not need a list of large investment items to successfully fund early retirement. While I think many of us can and should aim higher than the status strategy, I would like to emphasize that it can be a viable strategy in different circumstances or seasons of life. Life is short. Would you rather spend 40 hours a week in 30 to 40 years of work? Do you want to spend time with friends and family? Don't you wish you could follow your passion or create something meaningful? Maybe you want to spend your life helping others. Having a job can make life more significant. It gives you a reason to get out of bed in the morning. But wouldn't it be great if you could choose when to work and when to hang out? Wouldn't it be better to have some freedom in choosing how you spend your days? Many billionaires in the world still go to work every day, but for them, it's a choice instead of a necessity. When you decide to get out of the rat race, you will also have the power to choose. Start with the idea that you should not feel ashamed when you live modestly. You don't need a massive house with a room you will never use. You don't need it. Too often, we buy houses to impress our friends as a symbol of the state of society. We probably want it, but we don't need it. Whenever you face a big purchase, ask yourself, do I need it? Most likely, you will respond immediately, no. Focus first on the things they really need and minimize materialistic desires. Instead, ask yourself this central question: what really makes me happy? It may take a while to find the answer, but you can then spend it without remorse and a few seconds of thought once you do. Well guys, that was it for today's video. Many thanks for watching it. Let me know how you liked it in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned as I bring you more money mindset content. Hope to see you next time.